welcome to my channel. This is the day 25 only speaking challenge, and today we are gonna read a passage. So let's begin. Early next morning, the royal, royal. What is the pronunciation of royal? Pronunciation of royal, 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 royal.
Welcome to my channel, my YouTube family. How to pronounce Royal, Royale, Royale, Royale.
3, 2, 1, loyal. Which one did I say? Royal or loyal? 3, 2.
Let's learn to correctly pronounce these words, shall we? This is royal.
Royal.
Not royal. Royal sounds.
Royal.
The royal.
Royal, 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 royal,
This
royal. What did I say? Am I say the royal,
is royal.
royal, royal, royal. Early next morning, the royal, 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 royal. The next morning, where is my copy? Royal, royal. Royal. The next morning, morning. The next morning, the royal musicians blew. What is the meaning of blew? BLEW. Blew their horns. HORNS. HORNS means is it horns means singer. Okay. Horns. Crowds of people gathered. Crowds of people gathered on the lush green field of Olympia. The king stood 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 in his chariot, his helmet gleaming, 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 neck and neck, faster than wind, gleaming in the sun. He was hardly. Pronunciation of hardly.
Hardly, almost not or barely. How to pronounce the word rarely? You start with an
Rarely.
R sound, round your lips,
Ro-
bring the tongue in,
ro-
sides of the tongue
ro-
touch sides of the
ro-
teeth, the tip of the tongue is
rarely.
not touching anything.
Really,
Air,
air,
there.
there, rarely, rarely.
Let's talk about the difference between hard and hardly. Hard is an
Hard and hardly.
adjective and it means something difficult. This test is hard, or it can mean something solid
Or-
or firm. This table is hard, but hardly is
Hardly is barely. Okay. Hardly able to hold back in snorting horses. Pelops stood in his chariot, His horses pawed. Pawed. Paved the ground. The signal was given. The signal. The signal was where I was. The signal was given. They were off. On my fiery steed, shouted the king. Faster! Shouted Pelops. The crowd cheered. The horses galloped neck and neck, faster than wind, faster than lightning. Now, thought the king, I will push ahead and win. He whipped his horses harder, but instead of speeding up, they fell behind. Something was wrong. The wax pin had melted in the heat. Suddenly, the wheel flew off, and the king was thrown to his death. Okay, thrown to the death. Thrown to the death. To his death. Of course, Pelops had won the race. Won, 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 won the race. Won the race. So he would marry Hippodamia, and rule the kingdom. But Pelops and Hippodamia were very sad that the old king had dead. He hadn't really been a mean king. You see, it's just that he had loved his daughter so much he didn't, didn't. He didn't want to give her away in a marriage. So before there, what is the pronunciation? Pronunciation of there. Pronunciation of there. 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 There.
How do you pronounce this word?
There.
And this one?
There.
There. And lastly, this one?
There.
They're all pronounced exactly the same way, but they have very different meanings. There refers to a place. The
There.
is over there. There shows possession. This is their pet.
There.
There is short for
There.
are. They're leaving soon. How do you pronounce this word? There. And this one? There. And lastly, this one? There.
Same, you
They're
know,
all pronounced
there,
exactly the same way,
T-H-E-I-R,
but very different.
T-H-E-I-R, there, T-H-E-R-E, there, there, and T-H-E-Y, apostrophe, R-E, there. Mean king, it's just that he had loved his daughter so much he didn't want want won't want he want he didn't want to give her away in marriage. So before their wedding, Pelops and Hippodamia decided to have a great funeral feast in the honor of the king. They invited heroes, heroes from all over Greece to take part in athletic games and races in the memory pronunciation of memory.
How to pronounce
Memory.
Memory.
Memory. Memory? No. Memory. Okay, now I'm learning something new. Memory. MEAMERY. Memory. Okay, memory. In memory of the king's great chariot race, Pelops de- decreased that such game should be held every 4 years till the end of time, and since the games took took place in the field of Olympia, they have been known ever since as the Olympic Games. Pelops and his lovely Hippodamia went on to become wise and good ruler of the great kingdom of Elish. True to Pelops' degree, the games were held every 4 years on the five field of Olympia, but around 500 years they there were there 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 was a great earthquake that knocked down the building, and huge flood that covered the field with water filled with water water filled with water pronunciation of water water
How to pronounce water? You start with a W.
water
Open ah as in father.
water
Drop your jaw, relax your
water
lips. Wa. Wa.
wa
Then we have a flat T. It sounds
water
like
and water
lighty.
water
Even like a Spanish
water
Ah. Water.
water 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 water
Ah. Of course. So how to pronounce this word here? Start with the D sound. D, d, d. And say der,
der
der.
der
Make a ah sound.
ah
Ah.
water
Add a
water
W in front. Wa,
wa
wa.
wa
Put it together. Water.
water water filled with water water
This one word has so many differences. Look, the A sound, the T sound, and the ending sound are all different. In American, water, water.
water
But in British, water.
water water and mud. They remained buried for last almost 1500 years. 100 years. People forgot about the Olympic games. 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 Because no one could see the Olympic fields. Many people believed the field and the games had never existed or existed.